Hello everybody, this is Testament 7 yet again. How are you doing today? Well, I promised this a while back, and I figured it was about nay time I delivered. So today we are doing a review of Evangelion Unit 2 from Neon Genesis Evangelion. This is the limited model high grade version from Bandai, approved by Gainax, and I already shot this video and I looked at it and I thought it was horrible. So I guess you could call this take 2. I actually left out a lot of points, which is not something you want to do for a review. And it's funny because now you can get a very good look at the box, and you can probably see the sticker real well. Close enough anyway. So yeah, let's get to it. So I've never actually done a model kit review before per se. So if I accidentally leave something out or something, please leave a comment and let me know, and I can, comment back or add to the video description or something, please. Because these reviews aren't for myself, they're for other people, right? It's the point of a review. I also found myself drifting a lot to this side of the camera on my other review, and I'm probably going to end up doing that again, so if I do, please forgive me. Now, moving on, let's go to the head. The head is on a ball joint, can rotate a full 360 degrees, very lovely. And then there's also another joint, so I can move front and back. I feel like a quagmire every time I do that. Yeah. Well, anyway. Now, that's not it for the head either, because every Unit 2 has a pair of mouths on its head, and each one is can open and close. So that's pretty neat. That's actually quite a bit of detail. Moving on to the torso, we have several sections of torso actually. There are a total of 3 ball joints in the torso. Now each ball joint gives you about articulation. Moves from side to side a little bit, moves from front to back a little bit. Moves more forward than back really. But when you combine the whole thing, the amount of articulation you get total is actually pretty good. It's pretty dynamic, and I like that about this kit. Now, still in the torso, we have this, which if I pop this out, pry these open carefully, pull that third piece up and over, let's move the head forward a bit, and then pull this out, we have a removable, someday, entry plug. Yay. Now this can actually be detailed quite a lot of paint or of decals or something. I am not nearly that good, so I'm not going to, but definitely a lot of thought went into that section of the kit alone. Let's see, am I missing anything on the torso? No. Okay. Oh, I do want to note that this kit normally comes with a umbilical socket plug as well that I don't have. I'm pretty confident I can find it, but we all know how that goes sometimes. Moving on to the arms, we have this joint which lets it move front and back here. The arm itself is on a ball joint which lets it move in combination with the other joint about yay far out, yay far in. And that ball joint also lets it move front and back, up and down, and you get a full 360 degree rotation. Now these shoulder pylons move like so. I'd probably appreciate if they didn't, but what can you do? They are actually mounted, they actually just sit. They're mounted to that gray piece, and they just sit on the shoulder like that. They can't come off. They're a pain. Don't do it. The hands are just single solid pieces of plastic. They're in a single ball joint, so you can see the amount of articulation you get. Now these elbows are a very interesting piece for model kits, particularly for these, because I believe they are actually double jointed. I really can't tell. Probably not, actually, thinking about it. They feel double jointed, but they don't move like it. That's about a little more than 90 degrees is the most you're going to get. The movement parts are internal. So that was a pretty interesting point. So yes, the arms are pretty well detailed. Let's move on to the legs. Am I forgetting anything? Am I forgetting anything? No? Okay. Let's move on to the legs. Now, I'm going to be using the left leg because we all know what's missing from the right leg, and that's actually a pretty important piece. So, just imagine that the right leg's the same and it's not missing the piece. It can move yay back about 90 degrees, forward a little more than 90 degrees, so you get a very wide range of motion there. It can move out only yay far though, so I don't know if that would kill it for some of you, but you don't really need to move out too far with these kits anyway, so that's okay. It's on a ball joint, but also that black section is also on a ball joint, so you can actually move. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, it should pick it up very nicely. So that's its own joint as well. So I don't know if that was intentional, but that's a pretty neat little trick. I'm not going to complain. Onto the knees. The knees are double jointed, so you get to move that far back. This knee armor is independently attached to the lower leg. So that is very nice. Moving on to the foot. The ankle's on a single ball joint, can move to the sides, can move yay front and yay back. And the foot piece that went missing on the other foot can move up and down a good little while. Not too much. This arm is open. This hand is open, sorry. This hand is for the pellet rifle slash handgun, and it splits apart to accept the weapon. So yes, overall it's a very nice kit, and it's actually a pity that I didn't know what I was doing when I put it together. Well, I knew what I was doing in terms of putting it together, but in terms of making it look nice, I guess I should say. Now what I went and did was I bought one of these. Yeah, a hobby knife. Can you believe I put this kit together without one of these? It's amazing, right? And I also bought one of these for practice. It's a little 1/100 Flying Falcon F-16, and it comes pre-painted, pre-decaled. Anyone who wants a review of that, leave a comment. I'll give a review gladly. It'll be a very short review, but hey, you know, I only paid $8 for it, and more importantly, I got to practice with this thing. So yes, practice is key when it comes to things like this, I'm told. I have no reason to deny. So, 1/100, high grade, limited model, Evangelion Unit 2, production model, from Neon Genesis, Evangelion. Use your words, dude. Now, that's about it for this review. Tell me what you think, okay? I see a lot of reviews, not many comments. Tell me what you think. Am I doing a good job? Do I need to stop talking? You know, let me know. What's going on in your minds, YouTube? Come on. So, that's it for this review. That's it for this video. Leave a comment. I'll do a review on the other kit I've done. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.